Capability histogram. This is our second chart. This one is kind of an important one. It doesn't really give you any actual quantitative data, but a lot of great qualitative data. Because what it does is it actually shows you the distribution of your data. Each of these blue bars represents a bucket, and the height is the frequency. So generally these buckets are, some ratio, some percentage of your total tolerance, or it tries to divide it into evenly spaced buckets between the lower spec limit and the upper spec limit. Now, you'll notice that there are two normal curves, and on this one they're kind of hard to see because they're very close, and that's a good thing actually. The red one is the overall. So overall capability is going to be your PP and PPK. Overall capability is a very common one, and then your within is generated with your mean, and your within standard deviation. So that's your CPK. So these are just normal probability plots generated to kind of show you whether or not your data fits, and to show you which of your standard deviations is more representative of the data. You'll also notice that you have two vertical lines, the lower spec limit and the upper spec limit. Those are really what makes this graph awesome, because what it'll show you is how wide is the spread of your data compared to your spec limits, and where is it located. So a great capability means that you're going to have a very narrow spread compared to your lower and upper spec limits, but you're going to also have it very centered between them, generally centered, because that means that you have that you're hitting right between, and you're less likely to go to either side. This is incredibly important. Like I said, you don't really get anything quantitative out of it, but the qualitative insights are amazing. You can see where your data is actually falling in the process tolerance. Okay, so this is really to visualize the spread and shape of your data and compare it with your specification limits.